That's right. No Facebook, no Instagram, no Snapchat for 31 days. When I shared this news with my friends, I often met with wide-eyed stares and nervous smile. Nobody thought that I was going to do it, and nobody understood why I was going to want to do it. But my determination has led me success, and I'm happy to mention that my prediction were correct. It wasn't that hard at first. Second, it was incredibly therapeutic. You know why? Because the benefits were much higher than the negative. Sure, I missed a couple of updates from my friends, but I have also escaped the dark rabbit hole that leads a healthy mind astray. You're not wondering why I did that? If you don't, you might need to start worrying. Well, my dear friends, research has proven that excessive social media use have a dangerous effects on mental health, which get developed during young period can act as an epidemic for any individual throughout life. In studies done at the Universities of Michigan State, the researchers found that the active internet users and social media users are less likely suffer severe psychological distress, depression or other mood disorder and anxiety disorder. Therefore, today, I would like to persuade all of you here to lessen the overuse of social media. 3 basic mental health consequences that I have found to be very impacted for heavy social media users are depression, narcissism, and anxiety. So before that, let me explain why we need to aware of bad consequences for excessive social media. So what is excessive social media and why it is so important to reduce the overuse of social media? Excessive use of social media may not only cause people to feel unhappiness and grow frustration, but it may also increase the risk of developing mental health problems such as depression and anxiety. Recent studies found that the social networking users believe that other users are more happier and more successful than they are, especially when they do not know them very well in real life. Sometimes, the desire to obtain the likes from social media will cause people not only to make change in their appearance, but to make decisions that they would otherwise not make. And this including accepting risky social media challenges and engaging in negative actions. Therefore, we need to find ways to reduce the overuse of social media while we are still young. So, what are the best ways to reduce the overuse of social media? Okay, believe it or not, one of the easiest ways is to subconsciously identify when using social media. For me, I decided to cut down my social media when I realized it was taking up my time when I was on a subconscious level. I was checking my phones for updates while watching a movie. I was chatting a lot with my friends, and that took a lot of time without me knowing. And sometimes I had delayed other important things like taking bath because I was somehow surfing and searching for funny videos or interesting news. I ever felt like that? In studies in 2013, it is reported virtual generation are often check the message in their social networking application. Therefore, the young generation becomes anxious because they cannot reach the social networking application other than their counterparts, and this contribute to phantom vibration syndrome (PVS), which is nothing but the impression of a devoted person concerning their mobile phone's vibration by any PVS victims reflects an obsession with frequent check on the social media which is a sign of a cell phone anxiety. And this is something that we need to snap out of our own. Another simple way to reduce social media usage is getting rid of mobile apps. The next thing I did was I deleted the Facebook app in my phones. And you may be thinking that what's the point? Everything is about mobile phones, right? Okay. The point of this step is to start our journey in cutting down social media. And this point isn't permanently get rid of social media in your life. I think that's rather rash, and there are benefits of using the social media. And this so instead of quitting cold turkey, getting rid of mobile apps first. These findings, published in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychological, showed that the participants who limited their use on 3 sites show significant reduction in loneliness and depression. And in fact, young adults are the most active users of social media and predominantly are at the risk of developing mental health issues at a high risk of concerns. And this way will make you happier to perform your daily life without comparing others' life. Okay, so the final step I wish to propose is take up new activities and let the benefits sink in. With the apps gone, you are going to have a lot of time, and you need to start to try a new things, or actually rekindle your old activities as you used to do. So start doing meaningful things, such go for a walk, catch up with your friends over coffee, meditate, and start noticing that around you. Notice that I have mentioned activities with people argue are distracting in life. But remember, the idea is to be aware of what you're doing and giving it on all your full attention. It is not about multitasking in social media and claiming that you are want to be connected and updated. When you start to focus on other activities, you will start feel the benefits. You will be surprised with what you can learn from life and about yourself. It will definitely happen that way, and I can assure you. With time, you will get used not only using social media that often. So try including this activity in your daily life. And what happens when your mental health improves day by day? Given the overwhelming evidence, it seems obvious that we should all be taking care of our mental health. It is psychologically proven that mental health influence how you think, feel, and behave in daily life, and it also affects your ability to cope with stress, overcome challenges, build relationships, and recover from life setbacks and hardships. Therefore, if we want to stay good mental health, we need to find ways to boost our mental health, right? And for a conclusion, start making everyday activities more physically for you to build and maintain mental health. Even small changes can help you to get into more fully appreciate the things you were doing. For a start, you can get rid of social media or mobile apps that you can start you can start your journey to cutting down on social media. And this include take up a new activities and let the benefits sink in. And always remember, the mental health is wealth, so may the force be with you. Thank you.